What if one person could completely change the way a country talks about politics? Love him or hate him, Donald Trump did exactly that. Before Trump entered politics, most American presidents followed a familiar playbook. They carefully chose their words, relied on traditional media, and rarely broke political norms. Then came Donald Trump, a businessman and television personality with no previous political office experience, who would go on to reshape American politics in ways that are still being felt today. In this video, we'll explore how Donald Trump changed American politics, why his influence remains so powerful, and how America may never be the same again. Chapter 1. The Outsider Who Shocked Washington. In 2015, when Donald Trump announced his presidential campaign, many political experts dismissed him. They believed experienced politicians would easily defeat him. After all, Trump wasn't a governor, senator, or military leader. He was a businessman best known for real estate and television. But Trump understood something many political insiders didn't. Millions of Americans felt ignored. Many voters believed that politicians in Washington were disconnected from everyday people. Trump positioned himself as an outsider who would challenge the political establishment. His message was simple: Washington is broken, and I will fix it. That message resonated with millions of voters. In 2016, against nearly every prediction, Trump won the presidency. Chapter 2. Changing Political Communication. One of Trump's biggest impacts was how politicians communicate. Before Trump, political speeches were often carefully scripted and polished. Trump took a completely different approach. He spoke in a direct and conversational style. Instead of relying heavily on traditional media interviews, he frequently communicated directly with the public through social media. His posts often dominated news cycles and sparked national debates. Supporters appreciated his willingness to speak openly. Critics argued that his style increased political tensions. Regardless of opinion, one thing became clear: political communication had changed. Today, many politicians from both parties use more direct and aggressive communication styles influenced by Trump's approach. Chapter 3. The Rise of Populism. Trump helped bring populist politics into the mainstream. Populism is the idea that ordinary people are being ignored by powerful elites. Throughout his campaigns, Trump emphasized issues such as immigration, trade, manufacturing jobs, border security. He argued that political leaders had failed working-class Americans. This message connected strongly with voters in many parts of the country, especially regions that had experienced economic decline. His success encouraged politicians across the political spectrum to pay more attention to working-class concerns. As a result, economic nationalism and anti-establishment messages became much more common in American politics. Chapter 4. Changing the Republican Party. Before Trump, the Republican Party focused heavily on traditional conservative priorities. Trump shifted the party in several ways. He placed greater emphasis on immigration enforcement. He promoted an America First approach to foreign policy. He challenged long-standing political norms within the party itself. Many Republican leaders initially opposed Trump. However, after his electoral success, much of the party gradually aligned with his vision. Today, Trump's influence remains one of the most significant forces within Republican politics. Many candidates continue to adopt positions and strategies similar to those introduced during Trump's rise. Chapter 5. A New Era of Political Engagement. Trump's presidency dramatically increased political engagement. Millions of Americans became more involved in politics. Voter turnout increased. Political discussions became more frequent. People paid closer attention to elections, court decisions, and government actions. Supporters became highly energized. Opponents became equally motivated. The result was a level of political participation rarely seen in modern American history. Politics became a major part of everyday conversation for many Americans. Chapter 6. The Impact on Media. Trump also transformed the relationship between politics and the media. News organizations covered Trump extensively. His statements, rallies, and social media posts often dominated headlines. Supporters argued that some media outlets treated him unfairly. Critics argued that intense scrutiny was necessary because of his influence. Regardless of perspective, Trump changed how political news is produced and consumed. The media landscape became faster, more competitive, and increasingly driven by real-time political developments. Chapter 7: His lasting legacy. Even after leaving office, Trump's influence did not disappear. His endorsements continue to carry weight. His policy positions remain influential. His communication style is widely copied. And political debates often revolve around issues that became central during his rise. Whether future leaders embrace or reject his approach, Trump's impact on American politics is impossible to ignore. He changed political campaigns. He changed political communication. He changed voter behavior. And he changed the Republican Party. Very few political figures in modern history have left such a significant mark in such a short period of time. Donald Trump's supporters see him as a leader who challenged a broken political system. His critics see him as one of the most controversial figures in modern politics. But on one point, both sides generally agree. Donald Trump changed American politics forever. The question now is not whether Trump changed America. The real question is how long those changes will continue to shape the future of the country. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe and turn on notifications for more videos explaining American politics in simple terms. Thanks for watching.